All right, today is an off day for me, an off day from running at least. I'm leaving my gym. You can see here the pool behind me. I wasn't in the pool today, but that's where I have spent many hours running through injury. Today I was just on the elliptical and then on the bike. Got a good sweat, but no impact. Trying to eliminate the impact of running on my off days. But an off day isn't an off day, it's not off from being active. So I'm a big fan of active recovery. All right, in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things that have come up recently. You may have seen SJD, he's been injured. He hasn't been running for a week and he's had a lot more time on his hands. And also running with Mark. Mark just released a video saying that he hasn't been enjoying running. And ultimately it comes down to injury. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can deal with your running injury and being a runner, but not running. So SJD brought up an important point in his video about having more time when you're not running. And that's really true, right? When you're tapering for a race, all of a sudden, those 2 weeks before your race, there is so much more time. You don't have to log hours, perhaps hours a day on your run. You can just find more time to do stuff. Seeing a movie, hanging out with family, whatever. You just got more time. It's a little different when you're injured. And having that extra time, it might be good in the short term, but long term, it's horrible. You want to get back to running because you identify with running. And I think that's where running with Mark, I think that's what he could be going through, right? It's something that he really loves. It's an activity that he identifies with. Seth James Damore, he had his goals for Houston, but since he accepted that he's not going to be running Houston, there's no need to lose any sleep over it. And I think since we've seen him accept that he's not running Houston, we've seen a lot happier person, right? He's accepted that he has the injury and he's accepted the time that it takes to get through. How do you feel when you can't run? I guess that's what it comes down to, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Now, many of you know, if you've been following me for any length of time on Strava, you know that my injury history has been long. I know what Mark is going through with the feeling like, am I a runner? Do I enjoy running? Gosh, it's hard to get these thoughts out because when you're healthy, you can take your health for granted. And it's only when you're not that you really look back and realize how happy running makes you. That pain really zaps the motivation to go for a run, and you won't feel like running and you won't enjoy running. And that part of it is absolutely normal. I mean, why would you enjoy something that hurts, right? We don't. Now, there's going to be some of you out there that are saying, but running hurts, Matt, but running hurts. Yes, it does, but it's different. It's not like a damaging pain. Right? I know you know the difference. It's not a damaging pain. You don't feel like you're doing your body long-term damage with the pain of running. Okay, that was a pretty quick jump from the kitchen back to the office, and Harmon and I have been out. We've been to Costco again. I know it seems like we go to Costco all the time, and we do. Okay, so moving right along. What I've been thinking about with this video is that it really sucks to not run. It really sucks to not do something that you enjoy doing. But I think what we have to understand is moving on. Okay, so it's not being a one-trick pony, right? It's understanding that when we're injured, there are other things that we can do. There are other things that we can do that we can focus on while we get better. It's very frustrating to not be able to run. I know better than anyone. I'm always injured. It seems like it. It's important to remember that there are other things in our lives, right? There are other interests that we have, and it may not seem like it if, let's say, your first interest is running. Okay, your first interest is running, so you kind of push off everything else. And it can be really frustrating when we can't do that running, but there are other things. So just to give you a great example, I actually started YouTube in January 2019 because I wanted something to do while I was injured. Now, yeah, my YouTube channel has always been about running, so when I couldn't run, it was pretty difficult. But I really wanted something else to do and have another hobby other than just running, because I know I just said don't be a one-trick pony. I was that one-trick pony. Now I'm a two-trick pony, right? Now I run and I do YouTube. Listen, be like me, learn 2 tricks. But let's get on. I said we were going to talk to Harmony. Harmony also she is a very accomplished runner, okay? And she's had a lot of injuries through the years, and some of them have lasted a very long time. But let's get on over to her and ask her a few questions. All right, everyone, you have seen Harmony in a couple of my videos, but let me formally introduce her. Everyone, meet Harmony. This is my wife.
Hi.
Okay, Harmony, how long have you been running?
I am scared to tell you. I've been running for 37 years.
Wow, okay, so you've got a lot of experience.
Yeah, I started in middle school on the cross-country team.
Brilliant. And you've had a lot of injuries, but what has been your worst injury?
My worst injury would have to be the time I broke my hip before the 100th running of the Boston Marathon. I was a young single mom. I had my plane tickets booked, my hotel booked, and I broke my hip and I couldn't make it, and it was really heartbreaking. Also, took a long time to heal.
How long? How long did that injury take?
It took 18 months.
Oh my gosh, that is a really long time to get over an injury.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't think I was going to run again when I was injured that time.
18 months. So how did you feel during that time as a runner? How did you get through the day not being able to run? How did you deal with it?
Well, key for me is staying active no matter what. So first I swam. I wasn't allowed to walk or put weight on my hips really, so I was swimming a lot. So I swam so much that my hair turned green. And then once I was able to get back on the road, I was walking. And as long as I was moving enough and feeling like I was staying in shape, I felt okay.
Did you still feel like a runner? Like, did you still identify as a runner even when you weren't running?
Yeah, I don't struggle with that. I know I'm a runner. I'll always be a runner. I've always been a runner. And even if I'm sidelined for a while, it's okay. I know I'll be back on the road. I always say I have 9 lives with running.
Fantastic attitude. 9 lives with running.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that means that when you are injured, you're going to come back. And then if you get injured again, you'll be back again. Okay, Harmony, tell us, what are your running plans right now? Like, what are you running right now?
Right now, I'm running about 3 times a week. And because I've had so many injuries over the years, most of them are stress fractures. I get sort of skittish about doing that to myself again, so I'm trying not to run more than 3 times a week. I'm trying to keep my mileage just around 20 miles a week. But I walk a lot more than that, and I don't just mosey around, I really power walk, and I do weights, and I do all kinds of other stuff to stay in shape.
I can attest that this is probably the fittest woman I know, and she works hard for that fitness. Harmony, what are you wearing right now? Like, why are you wearing a leotard on video?
I'm wearing a leotard because the last time I was injured, I was trying to come up with some fun workouts at home. And I came across a bunch of adult ballet videos. And I didn't know that that was even a thing, adult ballet, but it is. And now I'm a very happy adult ballet student. I take ballet twice a week. And it's become a real passion. I even have a ballet gone in today because I had ballet class this morning. And yeah, it's just another thing I can do to keep me happy and in shape.
I'm going to put this as a challenge out there to you runners. Listen, if you think you're in shape because you're a runner, you're not. Ballet dancers are the fittest athletes out there. I mean it. It's incredible the level of fitness that ballet dancers have. Okay, but this is a running channel, not a ballet channel. So we're moving on. Okay, so you do ballet as well as running. Is that like your passion now? Would you say ballet is more of a passion than running?
It's like asking which baby you love the most. I will always be a runner, and I love running. I love the running community. I love racing. I love doing speed work. I love long, slow runs. I love pretty much everything about it.
That is a great answer for our viewers. It fits right into this niche. Okay, final question, Harmony.
Yes.
Do you have any recommendations for the viewers who may be injured?
If you're injured, all I can say is try your best to stay in shape. Whatever you can do to stay in shape will make your comeback easier and quicker. So, and you might find something that you enjoy that you can do in addition to running. Especially as our bodies age, we can't always do exactly what we did in our 20s and 30s. So it's really good to have something else that you can go to.
All right, I love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, okay? I think maybe you got some value from this. I really hope you did. I hope you enjoyed seeing Harmony's fantastic attitude when it comes to fitness and being injured and what you can do. If you got any value, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already, consider subscribing. And as always, be kind, be happy, and run well. I'll see you next time.
Bye.